Hi, welcome back to Heartland Hobby. Today I'm going to give you an update on the project I've been working on. I'm sitting outside working on my knitting, taking advantage of the sun that we haven't seen for a very long time here in Norway, it feels like. I'm going to try this on for you and see how much more length I need both on the body and on the sleeves. And I'm also going to show you how I pick up stitches underneath the sleeve. So stay tuned. So here's a sleeve where I need to pick up stitches. I've currently had it on this stitch minder, this elastic tube. So first I need to put the stitches I have onto a knitting needle, and then I make sure that the other one's got a knitting needle stopper on the end so the stitches don't just fall off. It's sometimes a little bit difficult with these thicker knitting needles to fit them on, but it's okay, and then I carefully pull and maneuver the stitches onto the knitting needle. Sometimes the tube slips off the knitting needle, and then so it's just important that you pay attention and you can put them back on again. I start with a bit of extra thread, so I got later on to fasten it and to close any holes on the sides. I always count, make sure that the stitches I'm seeing are actually the stitches I'm seeing. So here I'm picking up 20 stitches, which is the same number of stitches I cast off underneath the sleeve. So I use a crochet hook, and I don't put it in from the bottom, I put it in from the top, like so, and then I twist it. This will prevent any holes from underneath the arm. And also twist it a bit when I put it on the knitting needle, see if you can see it. I have to pay attention to see exactly where do I want to grab the stitch. I twist it and I pick it up, and then I twist it over onto the knitting needle. And I do this for all 20 stitches. And here you'll see I have to undo it, and it's because I could see that I hadn't picked up the whole thread. So it's a little bit of a bump, so it's quite important to pay attention to what you're doing. But once you got it down, it's quite easy to do. And I use this technique for picking up stitches underneath the sleeves and also on socks when I'm picking up stitches on the side of the heel. I find it's also very useful there to twist the stitches so there's no holes where the new stitches are. And here you see me counting the stitches. I'm always counting when I'm picking up stitches, when I'm casting on, and when I'm knitting, because I'm terrified of losing stitches. And I'll show you underneath the other sleeve what it looks like once you knit the sleeves. So here you can see where I picked up the stitches, and it's actually fairly elastic as well. if you saw my video last week, you know I've been working on this short sleeve top from Drops Design. I'll put the name of it up here probably. And I'm working it in Drops Fiesta, which is a really nice yarn to knit with. I'm knitting it on 4mm needles, and it's much faster than some of my other WIPs or previous projects. And I really like the raglan that you can see down here. Looks really nice, and Fiesta comes in a lot of nice colorways, and I thought this would be a nice project for spring. And a ball of yarn escaping. Let's see if I can tuck that back in the body here. So before I show you any more, I'm going to show you a little bit of clip of me trying it on, so you can see how much more I've got to do. I'm trying this on for the first time, and I really like how this raglan is looking, and also how it fits around the neck. It's still way too short, even though I'm only supposed to got the 5cm ribbing left to do. The sleeve though looks fine, it's got another 3cm I think there. That'll be perfect. Yeah, I got my measuring tape out, and I'm just not comfortable with crop tops or shorter tops of 5cm. I'm showing here, it's not gonna do it. Yeah, I think average 18cm is what I think I'd need here. But overall, I like how it fits. Right, so from that video, I can see that the sleeve is pretty much done. I want it to be just kind of elbow length, and the ribbing on the sleeve is going to be 3cm, so that I think will be perfect. On the body, on the other hand, I think this design is supposed to be a quite short top, which I'm not really comfortable with, and I'm also quite tall. And the ribbing on the body is supposed to be 5cm, but when I measured, I think I needed it to be in total another 18cm. So I'm going to knit probably another 5cm on the body, and then I'll try it on again to see how that is in length. Just to see, just so I don't knit it too long. But this will be a nice project. Hopefully I can wear it during Easter. I started this Thursday a week ago, so I worked on it for about a week and a half. There's been a couple of days when I haven't been able to do any knitting because I travelled for work and I didn't bring it with me. And also we have a new puppy that takes up quite a lot of our time. But I'm hoping I can wear it during Easter, and once I finish that, I think I will be continuing. I'm going to put the dog jumper on the back burner for a bit because Leia doesn't really need it yet. Well, she'll need it in the fall. She's quite okay with the one she's got at the moment. But I have a couple of long, like knee-length socks for a men's bunad to go with the so bunad is a Norwegian traditional outfit that we wear on the National Day. And I thought I'd finished, I think, one, and I started the second one. And the National Day is on the 17th of May. So if I finish them quite soon, I should be able to post them for sale, and they sell for quite a lot of money in the shops. So I'll probably sell them for cheaper than in the shops, but around 1,000 kroner. I put how much that is in US dollars or pounds here. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today, knitting on the patio without any patio furniture at the moment because we're oiling it all. And I wish you a really happy Sunday and a happy Easter, and hope you get a lot of knitting done. See you in the next one. Bye.